Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to learn the different keyboard shortcuts of your computer. This is going to be a practical section. Okay, so make sure you stick to the end of this video so that you get to know every bit of these keyboard shortcuts, because one thing is that it's going to increase your productivity and ensure your workflow anytime you're using your MS Word for any work at all. And another thing is that it will also enhance your speed while you use your Microsoft Word. With no further ado, let's get started. Now, let's just have a kind of write-up for this. Let's say we have something of this nature. Now, I have this write-up. The first thing we're going to look at is Ctrl A. What Ctrl A does for you is that it highlights everything you've written on your Microsoft Word. Now, once you press Ctrl A, you can see that everything is highlighted. Okay? Every word from the first page down to the last page is highlighted in that particular MS Word document. And so that's what Ctrl A does for you. Now, Ctrl B boldens your write-up. Let's take for instance that you highlighted this particular word and you now click your Ctrl B. You can see that this particular word that is highlighted is now bold by you pressing your Ctrl B. And so that's what Ctrl B does for you. Now we also have Ctrl C. What Ctrl C does is that it copies a particular word or particular characters in your Word document. And by copying, it duplicates that particular write-up in that your Word document. And you can go ahead to paste it anywhere you wish to actually paste it. For instance, I've copied this particular words by clicking my Ctrl C. I can actually paste it, maybe let's say here now, by pressing Ctrl V. You can see I have actually done that. With this particular video provides still remaining, that tells you is just to duplicate that particular writer. Now, another thing is your Ctrl D. Your Ctrl D does dual functions. One is that you can use your Ctrl D to actually prompt your font styles. Once you press Ctrl D, you can see font shows up. From here now, you can actually manipulate a whole lot. You can actually carry out a strike through, double strike through, superscript, subscript, all caps locks, small caps, headings, and all of that. You can also change the font of the write-up in your MS Word. You can also do a kind of bolding, italize, and also regularize what you've written or underline it. All of these things are things that you can actually do with your Ctrl D. And in a situation whereby you have an object, what it does is that that object is actually duplicated. For instance, if you have this particular object right now and you have it this way, if you click your Ctrl D, you can see that this particular object has actually been duplicated for you. And so that's why I said that your Ctrl D does a dual function. One is font and that one is duplicate. We also have Ctrl E. Ctrl E does center alignment. Okay, let's say you have this write-up here, creative computer skills. If I press my Ctrl E right now, you can see that it takes it to the center. And so by this, we have center alignment of this particular text. And so that's what ctrl E does for you. Another one is ctrl F. Ctrl F is for find. If you press ctrl F, assuming you are trying to locate a particular word in all the write-ups you have in your Word document, you could actually use ctrl F to actually do that. Let's say I'm looking for the word box. You can see it goes straight to locate where there is box in the write-up. It scans through the whole write-up in that particular Word document, and it finds that particular word that you're actually looking for. And in a situation whereby that particular word or that particular letter is not found, it will tell you no result found. And so that's ctrl F for you. Now we also have ctrl G. Ctrl G, what it does is that it goes to a particular page, it goes to a particular section, a particular line, also particular bookmark, also particular comment or footmark, and you can see the whole thing all written here. So anytime you want to go to a particular page, for instance, if I have let's say I have more pages in this particular work, if I wish to go back to page 1, you can see I have 4 pages. If I wish to go back to my page 1, I can just click ctrl G and I type 1 here and I'll click go to. You can see with this now it takes me to my page 1. So that's what ctrl G does for you. Another keyboard shortcut is your ctrl H. Ctrl H, what it does is that it finds and replaces a particular word for you. Let's say you click ctrl H right now. You see this word box has actually been selected. You may still edit it to any other particular word. And if you wish to replace this particular word box with another word, you can actually write whatever you want to replace it with in this particular place, and you see it take effect. Let's say I wish to replace it with creative skills. Now, for you to do that, there are these two things here, these two words here, replace and replace. So you just need to understand how they function. If you click replace, it will just replace a particular word. But if you click replace all, anywhere it sees this word box, it will be replaced immediately with these creative skills. So you have to take note whenever you are to use this particular replace and replace all. Let's say I wish to replace all, I can just click replace all, and anywhere it says replace, anywhere it says box, it will be replaced with creative skills. You can see based on what I did, then it found this word box in 10 places. Okay, so it has actually done that replace. You can click OK, you can click close. You can see this has been changed to creative skills. And if you still scroll down, you still see some other things here. You can still see other ones. So that's how you can actually do your find and replace using your ctrl H. Another keyboard shortcut is your ctrl I. A ctrl I does the word of italicizing a particular selected word or a particular word that is being highlighted. For instance, having highlighted this creative computer skills, I can just press ctrl I. You can see it has actually italicized this particular word for me. And so that's what it does. The next keyboard shortcut is the ctrl J. Your ctrl J does the work of justifying your write-up in such a way that, just like you see from here, from this video down to this very place, they are all straight, but when you come to the right side, you can see they are in a zigzag format or movement. But if you click your ctrl J, you can see everything is well aligned from the left down to the right. And so that's what your Ctrl J does for you. The next one is your Ctrl K. Your Ctrl K does the word of hyperlink. If you wish to insert a hyperlink in your Microsoft Word, you can actually do that. Take for instance that I highlight this particular Word document and click my Ctrl K. You can see it's now asking me to link this particular Word document to anywhere I so wish to. I could just connect it to another particular document that I wish that such document will open. You can see any one you so wish to select is all left for you. And so, for instance, that I wish to open this particular Word, this particular document, I can just click on that document and click OK. So anytime I come here, right, and I click it and click on it, you see that you can see he's asking me, do you wish to continue? Do you want to continue? I say, oh, yes. And you will discover that that particular document has been opened for me. And so that's a way you can insert a hyperlink in your Microsoft Word. Another word is another keyboard shortcut is your Ctrl L. A Ctrl L does the word of left alignment. You can see based on what I have here, it is already aligned left. Let's say this particular one that is justified. Once you click your Ctrl L, you can see it goes to the left, and by that is aligned to the left. So that's a way you can actually do all of that. We also have your Ctrl N. A Ctrl N, what it does for you is that it opens a fresh or new document for you. So with this Ctrl N, you can see a new document is actually open for you to get started with. You can prepare any document here with this. And that one is your Ctrl O. With your Ctrl O, you can open an existing document in your Microsoft Word. And so you can look at what I just did right now by clicking my Ctrl A, my Ctrl O. You can see I can actually open this particular document right now. So that's what my Ctrl O does for me. Another word is Ctrl P. With your Ctrl P, you can print your document. You select the printer you wish to send that particular document to. From here now, you can actually set that particular document. Maybe you wish to print just page 1, you can just select it. You can just set the paper size and all of that. And at the end of the day, you click on print and it will be printed for you. The next word is your Ctrl R. With your Ctrl R, you justify to the right. Okay? So if you click Ctrl R right now, you can see it goes to the right. The next one is your Ctrl S. With your Ctrl S, you save that particular document. And so Ctrl S, it prompts for me to actually save that document. All I just need to do is to locate the directory or the folder where I wish to save that particular document. You can just browse it out from here. Let's say it's on the desktop. You can just select desktop, click save. And with this, you actually save this particular document. Also, we have your Ctrl T. With your Ctrl T, you are actually indenting. And so that's what it does for you. We also have Ctrl U. With your Ctrl U, you underline a particular word. Okay? And so that's how you can actually do that. We also have your Ctrl W. Once you click Ctrl W, it's prompt for you to actually close that particular window or that particular document. We also have another keyboard shortcut, your Ctrl X. Now, your Ctrl X does the work of cutting a particular word or particular write-up, and you can paste it any other place where you so wish. Now, there's a huge difference between cut and copy in your Microsoft Word. With cut, it just removes that particular word, but if it is with copy, it just duplicates that particular word. Now let's see how we can actually apply this Ctrl X in our Microsoft Word. Once you press your Ctrl X, you can see this particular word has actually been removed. You can go to any other place and paste it. And so that's how you can actually carry out your code in your Microsoft Word. And we also have Ctrl Y. With your Ctrl Y, you actually redo an action that you've actually carried out. So let's say we press Ctrl Y. Ctrl Y, you can see it, I'm actually redoing what I have done. And with my Ctrl Z, I undo an action that has been done. You can see Ctrl Z, I'm undoing what I have actually done. And so these are some of the keyboard shortcuts that when you master it, it will increase your productivity and enhance your workflow while you use your Microsoft Word. So take your time and practice this, and once you give it 1 to 2 times practice, you will discover that you get to know them and you use it for your work, and definitely it increase your speed at which you prepare your work. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so that you get notified of when I upload new videos in this channel. Thank you.